Hello everyone, welcome to another Quad Education Test Prep Fundamentals video. My name is Tom, and today we're talking about a bit of a hybrid topic. That's to say, it deals with both the ACT Science and SAT and ACT Math sections. So that topic is scientific notation. Let's take a look. All right, we're talking about scientific notation. So you'll see scientific notation questions every once in a while in the math and every once in a while in the science section. And what they do is they test your ability to comprehend what scientific notation is. So before we talk about what that means, let's just first review exponents of 10. So with exponents, we have a video from a while ago about that. So if you're feeling rusty with your exponents, go back and watch that video. But for today, exponents of 10. So usually we'll see something in a scientific notation like times 10 to the something. And so if that says times 10 to the first, that just means it's times 10. Says times 10 to the second, that means we're multiplying by 100. So something like 3 times 10 to the 2, that's just 3 times 100, which is 300. And then if we have something like times 10 to the negative 2, remembering from our exponents video, a negative exponent represents 1 over whatever that exponent is. So 3 times 10 to the negative 2, we're just going to take that decimal place over once and then twice, to give us 0.03. And so now that we've got our multiples of 10 out of the way, we can start talking about what scientific notation actually looks like. So first, just a little bit of a why about scientific notation. So scientists, just like mathematicians and all other folks that deal with big or small numbers, get a little bit lazy, or maybe they want to be just honest with the amount of confidence they have with the value that they're given. So something like, whatever this number is, 980 billion or trillion, it's a pretty big number. And we're lazy. We don't want to have all of these zeros. That's kind of inconvenient. So instead, we would just count up how many we have as far as multiplying by 10. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, till we get to a point where we're at a single digit, or units rather, value for our first number. And so this is going to be 9.8 there, because we're taking away all those factors of 10 until we get to a point where we have a single digit number to the left of the decimal, and then we can have a couple of decimals to the right. You'll often see 3, so that's that classic 3 significant figures that you'll talk about in chemistry, but it could be 1, it could be 2, it could be a bunch. It just matters on how specific we want to be. And hopefully this introduces and demonstrates the general form that we want for scientific notation to be in, which is to say it's a value. It's basically a units number, a decimal place, some decimals, could be 2, 1, 3, whatever, or 0, I suppose. And then we have times 10 to the value or number that's going to get us to accurately reflect whatever that number was. So in the case that I just did, it was times 10 to the 14. That's a whole bunch of zeros. If it was something like this one here, well, first of all, we just say to ourselves, how specific do we want to be about this number? How much do we know? And often, like I said, 3 significant figures you'll see in chemistry. So we'd probably only take these for our decimals. We would probably say something like 2.453. And then all the rest of this stuff we just kind of don't care about. And now we just got to figure out how many 10s there are there. So times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that's roughly equivalent to the same value, or at least to a degree of precision that is enough. We don't care much more about that. And then in the case where we're looking the other way, which is to say here these are very big numbers and here these are very small numbers, we would, instead of doing positive values, we would do negatives for our number of 10s. And this would work just the same way that I demonstrated with negative exponents a moment ago. So we know that this needs to follow the form 2.578, and we would just work backwards there. We go, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you need to move the decimal 12 places. That's going to be where our negative 12 comes in there. And this sort of zero hopping thing that I'm doing is probably the best way to do this. I don't know really another way to be specific and careful about it. And also, this is what I was taught in elementary school, and it's simple, and I love things that are simple. Okay, and speaking of simple, not a ton of material to talk through today. We just have 2 practice problems as usual. We'll do one at a time. Go ahead and see what we can do with this first one. All right, let's take a look. So question asks, which of the following is equivalent to 1/10 of the value of, this looks like 100,735 million. So we would just do what we just did with moving the zeros over. We know we're going to have 7.75 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there we go. But wait, it's 1/10 of that. So we want to divide this by 10. And the nice thing we can do is just divide by 10. And then that just brings us to 10 to the 7. And naturally, they're going to provide the arithmetic error answer or just the careless mistake that I almost did there. So this is why you always want to be really careful with these. And what I should have done is underline that word 10th just to make sure I'm being really specific about which details I'm focusing on. Okay, on to our second one. See how you do with this one. All right, let's take a look. Consider the number 9,875.1 times 10 to the z, where z is an integer, okay? Which of the following is the closest to the expression of this number in scientific notation? That's really interesting. So looking at the answers, we have 9.88, so apparently we're rounding, so okay, we'll have 9.88. And I gotta think to myself, like, how do I get from this, if this was just a number, how would I get from this value 9,875.1 to scientific notation for that thing? Well, I would move this over 1, 2, 3. There'd be 3 decimal places that I'd move that over. And so that would be 9.88. So 1, 2, 3 times 10 to the 3. And then it's just a matter of thinking to myself, all right, well, I'm going to need to also multiply that by 10 to the z. And power times the power means we add. So when I see people do this problem, a lot of the time I'll see them go backwards. And if you weren't sure, a really good way to check on this is like what I've done here, which is just see what happens with the number from the other end. And so if this were 9.88 times 10 to the negative 3, then that would be 1, 2, 3, the number 0.00988, which is not the same number as 9,875.1. Okay, that's it for this video. Remember, scientific notation involves a single units digit value, followed by a decimal, followed by a couple of significant figures. Then finally, the multiplying by the 10 to whatever power is in question. So as you're doing scientific notation questions, just make sure that it's following that form. Anyway, if you found this material useful, we hope that you will like and share the video and subscribe to Quad Education. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.